Condos. Everybody asks a lot of questions about condos, yet very little people understand what are the right questions to ask when you're about to buy a condo. So here's our 5 to 10 minute video on what questions you should ask, as well as how you find the answers and who do you contact. The first stop that you should make when you're analyzing a condo is condosearch.com. You go to this website, you can register as a homeowner, you don't need to sign up for anything, but you can find and search for associations across the US to see if they have their filings posted there. Condo Search is a massive organization that all condo communities, most condo communities post all their information there. So it's the easiest first stop to make. Some of the frequently asked questions can be obtained for free. Any additional information can be obtained for a fee. So first stop, condosearch.com. Go and find the information there so you'll be able to learn a lot more about the associations that you're looking to buy into. Number 2, you need to go out there, call the association and ask them questions, because especially if you're in a distressed market, the real estate agents won't do that for you, and the sellers, most of them will not do that for you. But you need to call them and ask questions. And the hardest thing that is going to happen is you're going to try to find their contact information, and that will be hard. You can Google the name of the association, try to search, filter through sites. I promise you that it is actually difficult. So if you can ask the seller, see if they can give you the contact information. If not, go and try to find their information as much as possible. If they have websites, sometimes you can find it there. So you're going to have to get creative, try to find their information and ask them questions. But what questions should you be asking? The following are really good questions that I recommend you always ask. Are there any pending or proposed special assessments? Special assessments being lump sum charges that are collected from all owners for the lack of finances for a special repair or for the refunding of a special amount of money. What's the history of the rates? Are they going up? Are they going down? Try to get as much information on that as possible. Can you rent the unit? Yes, many units you cannot rent them. They will have limitations as to the number of units you can actually rent, as well as limitations to what type of owner could live in that property, especially if you're looking within retirement communities where it's 55 plus, etc. Can you sell the unit? Sometimes there could be restrictions on the resale of certain units, so do make sure to have an answer to that. Is the association being sued? Very good thing to know. If it's in the process of any legal action, you could expect some fees should the case be lost, and if it's being delayed and pursued, it could get quite expensive. So you'd want to know that ahead of time. You also want to know the status of the reserve funds. These are funds that are set aside for lump expenses such as roof replacement, pavement repair, gate repair, etc. So you want to find out if they're currently full, and you want to find out if they're currently being funded. Sometimes they're not being funded because they're currently full. Other times they're not funded because they've elected to bring the rates down by opting them for not having the reserves being funded. So find out that information. Very, very important. The red flag that you have to watch out for is self-managed HOAs. If an HOA is self-managed, which means no professional management company is in place to manage the HOA, you're usually dealing with homeowners who know little or nothing about actually managing an HOA. So do bear caution, that usually runs into trouble. So hopefully you learned a thing or two about condos on this one. Stay tuned for other videos.